Good morning all, it's Lynn here from Destiny Fulfilled. Welcome to your daily reading for the 17th of December. I'm just about to set up my space, shuffle deal, I'll fast forward all that as usual, and I will meet you at the pick a pile portion of the reading. Welcome back everybody, this is the pick a pile portion of the reading. For those that haven't done a pick a card before, you just select a pile. I'll go through them for you in a moment. In the description box below will be the timestamps. You just click on those, the one that you choose, and it takes you directly to the reading. So we have pile 1 with this beautiful crystal. We have pile 2 with this beautiful carnelian. We have pile number 3 with this tiger's eye, and pile number 4 has rose quartz. Pause the video now if you need to, and I'll see you at your pile that you choose. 4, 3, 2. Welcome group number 1 for those that chose this beautiful crystal. Whoops, crystals going everywhere. Pile number 1, we have the 3 of Swords, we have the Queen of Cups, and we have the 8 of Swords, and we have worry, stress, and guilt. Interesting. So first of all, we have the 3 of Swords. Now this can indicate grief, upset, heartbreak. You know, this card, every time I see it, it just hits me in my heart space. I truly can see the pain on her face at this time. But the thing about this card is that, you know, this broken heart, this hurt heart, this grief, sadness that's around you is already well and truly on its way to healing. So, you know, take that how it resonates. We're all on different journeys. We all have different experiences and situations, so it will manifest very differently. But you know, very much a healing process. If it's not with you at this moment, it is well and truly on its way to you. You will move past this particular energy and become much stronger for it. The Queen of Cups, again, this is more balanced emotions coming your way, right? The Queen of Cups is very intuitive. She trusts her emotions. She's very open to, you know, the peace and gracefulness, that sort of energy where everything's in flow, it's all moving lovely, you know, there is no hiccups, that sort of very much that sort of gentleness that you feel, calm and intuitive and compassionate. You know, be loving to yourself if you need to be, especially whilst you're moving through this particular upset or heartbreak that is around you at this time. So very much compassionate, caring, loving. So be that for yourself if need be. Could also indicate a person who is very compassionate and caring who you might be interacting with today. Then we have the 8 of Swords. Now the 8 of Swords, you know, you feel bound, you feel restricted, you feel constrained in some way. But the reality of the situation is, if you look at this mirror that she's looking in, that's not her reality, right? She thinks that's her reality, that's what she's seeing in the reflection, but in truth she's completely free. Her eyes are open, she can see, she knows which way to move from that situation if she chooses to do so. So very much the Eight of Swords is the thoughts that are trapping us, the beliefs, the understandings, the thoughts and feelings that we have around situations are what is trapping us, not necessarily the situation itself. And we have worry, stress and guilt. Now that's fairly straightforward. It could be something of concern. Now remember, there is a spectrum of how this will play out in everybody's lives, from the very minor, from, you know, petty irritations, you know, minor stress, that sort of thing, all the way up to the most difficult of times, right? And you will fall somewhere on that spectrum, so take that how it resonates. But definitely there could be worry, stress and guilt around a certain situation. I do feel that this is very much in play with the Three of Swords that you've got going on here today as well, lovelies. Please be gentle with yourself, be kind with yourself and be compassionate with yourself as you navigate these heavier type energies that are surrounding you. Be your own Queen of Cups. Then we have the Axe and we have the football player. So the football player for me is movement, energy. It could also be strategic thinking as well, but definitely movement and activity around a situation that may not be related to this, could be related to somewhere else in your life. And then we have the axe, and the axe is all about chopping something, breaking it up to smaller pieces, letting it go, right? It is also a tool, and a tool needs to be used, so action is required from you in some form today, about chopping something up, letting it go, moving it on, changing it in some way, right? The axe is a tool for change, if you look at it in that essence as well. That is all I have for you, my lovelies. Take care, and I will see you tomorrow. Welcome, group number 2, for those that chose this carnelian. Although I was told it was carnelian, but it could be, but it certainly doesn't look like carnelian that I've had in the past. But we'll go with that. We've got the King of Pentacles, nice. We've got the Nine of Cups, and we've got the Hanged Man in reverse. We've got health checkup and healing. Okay, so we've got the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is very disciplined, in control of his environment. You know, he's worked hard, he knows how to rest and relax and enjoy the luxuries of his life. He's very contented in his place. Now this could be a person that you're dealing with, of course, you know, someone that is very disciplined and in control, very understands what it takes to get the job done, and is not frightened of doing what it takes. Now this could also represent energies that you need to inhabit for yourself. So again, we're all on different journeys, we all have different experiences and situations, so take that how that resonates for you. But a very grounded, very earthy type energy, very much you know, dealing with the material side of life, enjoying the material wealth, the material comforts. And you know, we all experience wealth and success very differently, right? There'll be a spectrum, and you need to decide for yourself, what does success feel like, what does comfort feel like, what does you know, abundance feel like for you, and that will be you know, how that presents itself to you, and how you will recognize it. You know, everybody has different perspectives on how that may look and feel for each other. Now the Nine of Cups is very much abundant energy, happiness, you know, alignment, joy, you know, very much jumping for joy. So very joyful. You know, it's almost like you've reached that treasure chest at the end of a rainbow, right? That absolute joy of hitting the jackpot, you know, getting all of the joy and happiness associated with an event like that, right? It might not necessarily be that event, but it's the joy associated with that. Just unbridled happiness is what I'm seeing for you. Jumping for joy, being light-hearted, happy, content. More than content, actually, more than happy. It's just a joyous experience. And then we have the Hanged Man in reverse. Now this is asking you to look at a particular situation in a different light, from a different perspective, and seeing whether you might find the truth in that. You could also be feeling stuck, not moving forward in some way, right? You're constrained by, this hanging time that you've got going on here. So again, take that how it resonates for your situation in your life. But very much, energy where you need to look at something from a different perspective to free yourself from this stuck feeling that you might be feeling around a particular part of your life. Then we've got health, checkup and healing. So for some, this may mean that it's time for you to go to your doctor and get a health checkup, absolutely. But I also feel that there is deep healing in the cards that are on the table today for you. You may have been going through a very difficult time of late, and this energies that are here with you are here to present to you some healing, to provide you with healing, to give you that well-being, that you get from, being very contented, in control, joyous, happy, looking at things from a different perspective, changing those thought patterns that you may have, which can determine how you view the world, can bring about healing. So again, take that how it resonates, lovely. Then we've got the cat and we've got the lotus. So the lotus for me is all about, going through those murky periods in your life are essential, right? It's all about duality. Without the dark, we don't see the light. Without the the difficult, we don't find the easy. So this is all about, the lotus to me represents that duality in one object, right? It's absolutely beautiful flower that you actually see on top of the pond, but what you don't see is its roots are very much mired in the dirt which is below. So very much you need to go through the difficult times to appreciate and enjoy the lighter times. So there'll be some form of duality around a particular situation. Now that's just one example, right? You don't know true joy until you've known true sadness. That's another one, right? So have a think about those things around duality, where there are the extremes, and you need to see and feel both for you to have appreciate the other, right? Then we have the cat. The cat is all about independence, thinking independently, moving independently, talking independently, thinking independently. And it's also about intuition, trusting your own intuition, trusting those messages that you're getting from the universe, from spirit, from your spiritual team, trusting those messages and trusting your intuition on a particular thing in your life at this time. A lovely, lovely reading, group number 2, really lovely. That's all I have for you. Take care, my darlings, and I shall see you tomorrow. Welcome, group number 3, for those that chose Tiger's Eye. We have the 9 of Pentacles, we have the 2 of Wands in reverse, and we have the Page of Wands in reverse. We have betrayal, deceit, distrust, beware, be aware, I should say. So we have the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles is all about abundance and having enough so that there is more than what you need, you can share with others. But it's also about having enough money so that you can afford luxuries. And again, take this how it resonates for you. We're all on different journeys. We all have different experiences and situations, so it will resonate very differently for everybody. But luxury to one person may not be luxury to another. So determine for yourself what you think is luxury for you, and then you will know when you achieve it, right? but very much a card of abundance, more than enough, a very fruitful period. It's also, you know, it's time to harvest what you've sown is another message that's coming through for some. The hard work that you're putting in, it's now time to start reaping the rewards. Use your wisdom, use your understanding, use your knowledge around a particular situation, and know that the time is right for action with that particular area. Then we have the Two of Wands in reverse. Now this is asking you to look at your resources, understand what you have at your disposal, think about where it is you want to go and what you want to do, right? We're closing off 2020 in a week or so, and it's time for you to decide what do you want 2021 to bring for you. Now we've had the perfect example of the year that you know, didn't allow for everybody's plans to come to fruition, right? And that's worldwide, right? We were all placed on lockdown at some point. We've all experienced restrictions and constraints. Very, very few of us can actually travel abroad at this point in time. And up until recently here in Australia, we couldn't travel outside of our local state either for a significant period of time. So it's been one of those years where the best laid plans have come to naught, right? But that doesn't mean we shouldn't dream, we shouldn't think, we shouldn't plan. You know, think through what it is you want 2021 to look like. We may still have restrictions in place. We may still have constraints around us in some form or another. But that doesn't stop us from planning, from looking, from dreaming, from, you know, manifesting what it is and what we would like into our life. So this is asking you to have a look at what you might want to bring into your future, into your next year. And then the Page of Wands in reverse. So the Page of Wands, when it's upright, is very enthusiastic, you know, is energetic, sorry, I said enthusiastic, very energy filled, you know, and when it's in reverse, you may be feeling a little lack in those areas. So your enthusiasm may be down. You may not be feeling as energetic or as, you know, forward going, creative. You may be experiencing some sort of creative block as well with the Page of Wands in reverse. Again, take that how that resonates for you, dear ones. Then we've got betrayal, deceit, distrust, be aware. Now, the card is fairly straightforward. I won't go too much else into it. It could, though, be you betraying yourself, you deceiving yourself. But it also could be an external party that's involved as well. So again, look at your surroundings, look at the people around you, look at yourself and your own behaviour towards yourself. Maybe your behaviour towards others, right? I'm not suggesting that everyone would be that way, but definitely some people are. So, you know, and a mixture of people watch these videos. So having a look at firstly your own behaviour, your own towards yourself and towards others, but also having a look and seeing what's going on around you with the people that you surround yourself with, and know that something is not as they would wish you or you would wish you to believe at this point in time, dear ones. Then we've got the unicorn and we've got the butterfly. So the unicorn is all about powerful energy, right? It's in essence, it's the horse, right? The horse is powerful, forward moving, strength-filled energy. Now, I believe that the Page of Wands is maybe you're missing that energy at this time, but this is saying that it will come back to you. And in addition to this, it's the unicorn, right? So the unicorn magic abounds. Things happen which you least expect. Positive things, right? Very magical, synchronistic type events occur, but very much being in your own power, standing in your own strength and moving forward in a very powerful way. And then we've got the butterfly, which is all about transformation, transmutation and change. So some form of change is coming for you this week, today. when I get into these readings, my mind goes blank, and because I do weekly readings quite often, I often forget that I'm doing a daily. But today you could find the very, very beginnings of change occurring for you. Again, so just take that, how that resonates for you, lovely group number 3s. That is all I have, my dear ones. Take care, and I shall see you tomorrow. Welcome, group number 4, for those that chose the Rose Quartz. We have the Page of Swords, we have the 5 of Pentacles, and we have the 6 of Cups, and we have Intuition, Psychic, Trust. So the Page of Swords is all about knowledge. It's being curious. It's wanting to understand things. It can also indicate an epiphany, an understanding, a change in belief, a change in understanding. It could also indicate learning of some sort, whether that's formal or informal, but some form of study or learning will be undertaken by you at some point. Or, you're going to get an epiphany, an understanding, a message coming to you, delivered by either your spiritual team, via somebody else, or directly to yourself. Some form of message or understanding, new learning. Then we have the 5 of Pentacles. So group number 4, you could be struggling with your material life at the moment. Your ends not quite meeting every week. But this feeling is very constricting. And what I want to say is, have a look at your situation and see where there is some form of positive aspect. If you have a look in this card, the key is actually there. She doesn't see it because she's not looking for it. She could open the door and enter at any time she wishes. So again, this could be your thoughts and beliefs around money, around finances, around wealth, prosperity. So again, this can resonate very differently for everybody. We're all on different journeys, have different situations and experiences. So these will resonate very differently. But some form of lack is, feeling of lack, I should say, is around you today. Then we have the 6 of Cups. Now this can indicate dealing with a person that is older than you. It could also indicate fond memories, reminiscing, looking back into the past, spending some time down in memory lane there, and just enjoying different times that you've had in the past. But it could also indicate very much spending time with an older person, someone that's close to you, special to you, and enjoying that process, right? If you have a look at the card, it's a very joy-filled card, right? Very contented, very loving journey that these two have been on together, and that's what the 6 of Cups represents for me. Intuition, psychic, trust. So there are messages coming through from your spiritual team. There are understandings, there is assistance that they wish to give you. Open yourself up to it. Ask for their help. Trust your intuition. Trust those messages. Trust the signs and synchronicities which come your way, and know that your understanding is correct for however you determine the message is, right? I feel your psychicness and your intuition is also very strong at this point in time. Then, lovelies, we have the sports player. I think he's a lacrosse player, I'm not sure. And then we have the cross. Now, the cross for me represents spirituality, and that for me is all about intuition, psychicness, spiritual team, spirit guides, ancestors, angels, source, the divine, spirit, my higher self, however you want to think about that aspect of your life. But I feel you're very spiritually centered at this point, and open, and very much in flow with the universe. Then we have the sports person. To me, this could indicate a team sport of some sort, but it also indicates exercise, energy, movement. So again, take that how that resonates for you at this time, lovelies. That is all I have for you today, my darlings. Sorry it's a bit rushed today, but I've got things I need to get on and do. I shall see you at tomorrow's reading. Take care.